On today's episode of the Double Bill podcast, we do our first draft, animation films. Let's do this. To enjoy more content from us, please follow us on Twitter, Instagram at double bill pod, and YouTube. The Double Bill podcast is owned by Unmastered Productions. Check out the amazing work we have on there as well. But for now, please enjoy this episode of the animation draft of the Double Bill podcast. Hello and welcome back. This is round two. We are trying to do this animation movie draft. We are back at it with two of our old colleagues, Samantha Sampson and Hayden Moore. As usual and as always, with me is Jacob Deering and Justin Keller. But Samantha and Hayden, how are y'all doing today?
Good. I'm great.
I am fantastic. Thank you for asking. Glad to be back.
Good.
Okay.
I'm excited to have you guys. So today we're doing an animation movie draft. So what that means is that we are essentially going to be doing this draft of all animation films in a snake draft. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 of our top 5 animation movies. Whoever drafts a movie, another person cannot draft that same movie. And then at the end of the draft, we will be voting on the winner. You cannot vote for yourself. To determine the order, we're going to do this, draw our names out of the hat in these little balls of paper. But before we get started, I want you guys to talk a little bit about your thoughts and what animation means to you guys. We'll start with the newcomers first. So Hayden, talk about animation. Do you still love it as a grown man, or is it just a kid thing for you?
Absolutely, I still love it as a grown man. A lot of people argue. A lot of people say animations are like, oh, it's just like a kid's thing. A lot of people don't take them as seriously, or not as seriously, like in the same rapport as just other movies do. Even though, in reality, a lot of these 2D, 3D claymation, any kind of side animation takes like the same amount of time, or most of the time a lot longer than most of these live action films that come out. And so they need the recognition that they deserve. So,
yeah. Sam?
I am a person of simple tastes. I have my merch on for the podcast, and this is just one of the many things that I have, but I'm a child at heart, and I love animation. I could go on and on about everything ever. I'm already watching all the Toy Story movies to get ready for Lightyear, but I still love animation. It's very easy to get, and I don't feel like there's a lot to argue about. So it's just, family friendly, everybody can enjoy, and the people that are gonna be upset about it are gonna be upset about it.
Amen. I love that you're still a kid at heart. As long as you're not a teenager at heart, we are all good on this podcast. Justin, how are you?
I'm good, man. How are you doing? Oh my God, look at you. You look so good. You look good on camera. Is that new lighting you got? Damn, you look good. Yeah.
What's your thoughts on animation, sir? I know you're not the biggest animation guy.
I don't hate it. It's just not my cup of tea. I don't hate anybody who loves it. It's just, I dig it. I watch it when I can. Huh?
You tolerate it.
I tolerate people who like it. I don't shame. I don't shun. I don't make fun of. Even on podcasts, when others disagree with me, I just accept. I live, let, and I forget. And I'm excited to see Lightyear, but I'll be honest, if I didn't see it for the rest of my life, I wouldn't cry either. It's another movie on the list, and so I just check it off. Am I going to do a Toy Story marathon? I don't think so. I can't find the urge to, but I have no problems with animation. I have 25 films on my list so far. So no matter what you guys throw, I always got a curveball coming. So give me your best shot. Take me on a journey. I want to go. I don't get to leave this place often. So take me on a journey. I'm ready. Let's do this.
Jacob, I'm interested. What's your thoughts on animation?
I mean, I know that most of my kids' movies, my animated movies are kids' movies. with what I've just grown up with, but I think that it'll be interesting sort of just going down the line with Disney and DreamWorks with my big contenders of just sort of what I've grown up with and the animated movies that I've been drawn towards, that I'll be interested to see what comes out on top.
Awesome. And for me, animation has always had like a nice little heart space in my heart. I always end up watching them like specifically for a whole month. So I'm excited to get here and talk about it. But without further ado, let's go ahead and do this draft. Let's take a quick break really quick, and we'll get to this drawing of the name. Alrighty, we're back. So now we're going to draw the names and see who's first. Who wants the first pick? Like actually, like who genuinely like is hoping to God that they get it?
I do.
Okay.
I'm coming out swinging on my first.
I just have
Well,
one movie that I want to get.
You seem to not care which pick you get.
I'm coming out swinging with mine. So
All
let's
right,
go.
shaking it up. You guys can see. And
Can't wait for those 10 Michaels to be swinging around in there.
All right, we're grabbing the first one.
We're gonna pull all 10 first, or all 5 first.
See, the people, they know it's going. It's all rigged.
The anticipation. Fuck. Yeah.
Should be Michael.
And the first pick goes to
Hayden Moore.
Claire Deering's nephew.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my God, let's go. It's not rigged after all. All right.
Wait, can we pick them all first and then go? I can't wait for like everybody to go if I'm number 5. I want to know like where I stand.
I can't wait for everybody else's stupid ass pick. I
What
gotta
are you
do mine.
talking about? What?
Like pick the names first so that we know the order and then we can start talking about them.
That's exactly what I'm doing.
Okay, Jacob will go start talking.
Oh my God.
I was just running my victory lap. Sorry.
First pick goes to the first J. The second pick goes to the next J. Justin Keller, pick number 2.
Oh my God.
Can't wait to pick Good
Back-to-back
Dinosaur for
homies.
number 1. I can't wait.
Hayden, I saw that fucking face. He
I know
knows.
where you live.
Son of a bitch.
It's like, do I choose the Good Dinosaur or Spider-Verse? Which one? I can't decide.
And third pick goes to the other white man, Hayden Moore.
Woo!
Yeah, but now I'm just in the middle all the time. My
Son of a
never
bitch!
chooses.
And the fourth pick goes to Michael Smith. That
The
means,
That's not
lady should
true.
be going first.
and the fifth pick goes to Samantha. God damn it.
Crazy.
I wanted
None of
first-
you are gentlemen. I'm telling all of you.
Did he flip him around, or did he just say that and then shoved him off to the side?
All right.
Care that much.
Rigged election. I'm telling you guys.
Well, you can drop out if you want, and we can do it without you. All right, sounds good. All right, first pick goes to. Hang on, let's reorder this. Give me a sec. We got Jacob up first, Justin next, Hayden third, Michael fourth, Samantha fifth. All righty, guys. You have 45 seconds each time to pick. No, we'll give you a minute. You have 1 minute each time to pick. If you do not pick within that 1 minute, your turn is then forfeited and you have to pick at the end of the draft to fill your spot.
Wait, so
Alright.
this is our in order. So like 1 is our number 1.
Yes, this is the first round. So the first pick of the entire draft is yours. What are you
Okay.
choosing, sir?
Okay, got you. For my first pick, I'm gonna do How to Train Your Dragon.
Oh,
This is a classy in a
wait. 1, 2, or 3?
1. Wait, no, 2.
Do it.
1. 1.
How to Train Your Dragon 1? Oh, that's not what I thought you were picking.
Oh no, I'm going on a
Hayden's eyes
curveball.
was just like, fuck yes.
I know what y'all want. This is what I got.
All righty.
No one gets
Uh,
me.
I like that pick because that's actually, I haven't seen those movies in forever. That's one of my favorite animation films. In that case, Justin Keller, pick number 1. What are you going with?
Hayden, you look so cute today. I just wanted to tell you that. You
Thank
look
you.
real good.
Appreciate it.
My pick for number 1 is Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
I hate you.
Love you too. I told you you look good, didn't I? I said that
You said
shirt
you had
compliments you.
25 movies picked though, right, Hayden? You're
I
ready.
do.
Don't worry about it. You got
The
this.
first one on the list.
That was number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 for him.
I don't even think I'll be able to get my number one. I know somebody else is gonna have it.
Here's this monster scene.
Hayden Moore. You are
Jake,
up.
think better of me,
Oh,
Jake.
I'm a
I can do better than that.
Shrek 2.
Shrek.
Damn.
Shrek
That's a
2.
heavy hitter right there.
Why
Shrek 2.
you? I don't even remember
Because
what
it's
two is.
2.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, dude. I don't know if y'all had the DVD to Shrek 2, but in the special features they had an American Idol game that you could play with all of the characters, and I played the shit out of that as a
I
kid.
remember that, bro. Me and my family used to play that like crazy.
Jesus.
Holy shit. Shrek 2, motherfucker.
Shrek 2.
Let's go. We're playing.
Oh man, you win just for those bonus
Thoughts
features.
behind that. I need some comments behind Shrek 2. Why that over anything else?
Okay. Well, first of all,
Shrek
Shrek
2.
is just Shrek's an icon in like all of animation. I mean, you can't think of like any like popular animated movie not from Shrek. But my personal favorite is Shrek 2 out of the bunch. I think it really elevates the lore, the history,
The Shrek cinematic
characters.
universe.
Yes, I think it really. I think it really ups its game on the sequel.
Okay. I haven't seen
Is Puss in Boots in the sequel, or does he get introduced in the third?
In
The sequel.
Oh,
Number
he's in the
2.
sequel. Oh, okay. God
Hey,
bless.
guess what?
Correct.
There's a puss right there.
He has catnip on him.
That puss is just sitting there too. That's funny.
You vibing?
Okay, fourth pick goes to me. I'm just gonna go out with a bang and just keep it simple. Ratatouille.
Oh, fuck you. I didn't take 4 semesters of French for that bullshit.
Oh my
Problem,
god.
Aiden. All right, Sam. Fifth pick.
I really thought y'all were gonna take mine. I'm gonna take my full minute.
No,
This
not
is
because
the
of
first as an adult, the first animated movie as an adult that I What the hell is that?
Can you mute it, Hayden?
It doesn't take a lot for me to cry, but I knew y'all all expected one movie that I would choose, and this is not the movie that I'm gonna choose for my number one because it just doesn't hit that hard. My first movie for my pick is Soul.
Oh, that's a good choice.
I'm surprised none of
It's a
y'all chose
classy
that
choice.
first. That's a
That
great
was
movie.
that was coming in the second round for me, hopefully. But good pick. I didn't think it was gonna be in the first round. Awesome. All right, Sam, you got back-to-back picks. What you going next?
The Good Dinosaur, number 2.
There we
Love
go.
that movie. Doesn't need any explanation. That's just the best movie out there. The best coming of age movie. It'll never be topped.
What do I want to do? You know what? I'm keeping it simple. I'm going with a favorite of mine, my personal all-time favorite. Hopefully, you guys love it. Going Wreck-It Ralph. Wreck-It Ralph.
Oh, fuck you. Come on. That is the first animated movie that made me tear up. That shit was tragic, man. Whenever he's going to the volcano.
Yeah.
I am bad, but that's a good thing. Giving this whole speech, I'm like, God damn.
I like the beginning whenever they're talking to Satan, and he's like, "It's not Satan, it's Satine." Yeah, that opening is awesome too. But yeah, that's my personal, just all-time favorite animation film. I could watch that anytime I want, anytime. We're going quicker than I thought we would. I want y'all to explain your picks a little bit more. So Hayden, you're up next. What you going with?
Shrek 3.
Don't
Shrek the
That's so
third.
bad.
SpongeBob SquarePants, the movie.
Oh, he's trying to be funny. He's trying to be funny.
That was
That's it.
actually that was actually on my list.
That's actually legendary, bro.
Kind of made me sad that was like my if I started having my top picks taken off, that was my go-to right there. That was my safety net.
Son of a bitch.
The soundtrack, the animation, the comedy, David Hasselhoff.
God, dude, I have a story about
It's
adult
got
meme
all
SpongeBob
of it.
SquarePants movie.
I mean, we seem to be quoting that fucking movie like every single day because we're
Yes, we do.
men. We can do anything now that we're men. Justin, you wouldn't know. You're uncultured. It's all right.
Would you believe me if I told you I own both SpongeBob movies?
Actually, yes. I know that you.
Isn't there 3?
Is there a third?
There's a third. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it
Is
came
that
out
the
last
live
year.
action one?
Wait, I have SpongeBob SquarePants the
There's
movie,
2 live
and
action
then
ones.
I have Sponge Out of Water.
And there's Gary's Gone Missing, right?
Oh,
Oh God, yeah, they've started making more now that.
Oh shit.
I know Sponge Out of Water is in 3D, so I'll be taking that trip. Never
Honestly,
sometime
Hayden,
soon.
you're kind of hitting it hard with like my childhood right now. Shrek
Yeah.
2, SpongeBob SquarePants.
That's
I'm
all
running on
going
this.
for.
I'm running nostalgia factor.
If there was any 2 movies that I ever watched the most in my fucking life, it was probably those 2 animation films as a kid. Holy shit. All right, Justin.
I was really concerned that somebody was going to take this one, but I'm going Lego Batman movie
Oh,
because I don't know if you guys can tell, but Batman is my life. I love that guy. So when they made this movie, I was like, again, you touch a sacred ground. And when those credits rolled, I was like, they respected Batman. They made fun of him. They poked holes in it. And I was totally okay with every single joke they made. The classic one that we all love is when they ask him, what's his name? He says Dick. And he's like, well, some kids are just really cruel. Like that's great. But yeah, there's literally like, if you're a Batman fan, Lego Batman movie is something you have to watch at least once just to call yourself a true Batman fan, because it is in the lexicon of
After
Bat
watching all
films.
the other Batman movies to understand every Batman reference.
Of course, yes,
I-
it is required viewing.
I'll never forget my viewing for that one. I had saw John Wick first, and I was intoxicated for that one. And then I saw Lego Batman and was even more intoxicated and just had a great time. And then now that I watch it on my own, it's still funny. So yeah, great movie, great pick. I like that pick. 2
Thank you.
superhero films as your animation. Okay. I see what trend you're going with. Jacob, How to Train Your Dragon 2?
Or three.
I don't think I've seen 3, but
Wow, fake fan.
I know, I'm sorry. But anyways, for mine, I'm gonna go Scooby-Doo Zombie Island.
I thought about that too.
What is
That-
Scooby Doo Zombie? I've
Oh
never even
my
heard of
God, dude! It's
it.
literally
Should I look it up right now? I'm gonna
It's
look it up.
literally a Scooby-Doo movie with like Sam Raimi style horror. That shit, whenever I was watching it as a kid, left me traumatized.
Scooby Doo on Zombie Island?
No, Scooby-Doo Zombie Island.
On Zombie, it's same shit.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that shit came out in like I think either early 2000s or late 90s.
I was about to say it's that Scooby Doo, right?
There's one and only Scooby-Doo.
There we go. Okay.
Jacob.
Never seen this, so sure.
He's like, I have some homework to do.
Apparently I do. One of the reviews says a little too frightening for very young children, but still a great
Yeah,
family
I
film.
was a young child. That was terrifying. But yeah, no, that was my next pick, and
You get
then
the next one.
I get the next one.
You get the next pick.
For this one, all right, I'm gonna go another kid classic, Brother Bear.
That was my next one. Dang it.
Jake coming out swinging.
Dang it. That's a
Brother Bear.
I like y'all's picks. Y'all are
Oh my
being
God.
unique. Y'all are not just going full Pixar like my dumbass.
That was a movie that both my brothers, I have 2 brothers. I have the 18-year-old brother, JJ, who just graduated, and then I also have he's 7 or 8. He's 7? I think he's 7. A 7-year-old brother that when he was like little in diapers, I'd put that movie on repeat to make sure that he knew it and he could be on the same wavelength as me and JJ and know good animated children movies. And I think I have like a million videos of Jackson running around in his diaper to the song at the end during the credits, because that movie is just great movie. It's a great movie. I'm
Great
mad
pick.
they sold it. I have to fix my list now.
See, honestly, that's crazy, Jacob. That's a good one. Holy shit.
Yeah, man.
Claire Deering's nephew. Let's go.
One of
All
the
right.
greatest animated movies of all time.
Seriously. I like your three right now. Justin.
Well, if we're going to talk about the greatest animated movies of all time, are we going to gloss over the Iron Giant, everybody? Like, are we going to skip Vin Diesel's greatest performance of all time, the leading star of one of the highest grossing franchises of all time, Fast and Furious? Are we really going to just gloss over that? This is a fantastic film. And I feel like just because it's not Disney and Pixar, it doesn't get the love that it should. But people, Iron Giant, please go ahead and give it a rewatch because it still holds up, still makes you cry. Forget all that Pixar nonsense. You don't need that. You need the Iron Giant to cry. Okay.
I just watched that movie for the first time this month.
Do you roll a tear?
No, but it was a good movie.
Cold-hearted.
I'm like,
cold-heartedness.
Motherfuckers love that movie.
Yeah, it's a great movie.
No one forgot about it.
People have forgotten about it. Want to know why? Because all we talk about now is Encanto. All we talk about now is Soul. All we talk about is the latest Pixar film. We need to stop.
Man, why are you going after Sam's first pick?
Those are great movies. I don't know what your problem is.
Justin's coming out. How dare they talk about new movies?
Justin, you lose
Are they? Let's go back in time.
Spider-Man, and then
Justin,
he talks about old movies.
Justin, you're losing my vote because you're just coming out attacking people. Where's
All right, I'm sorry. I'll shut up now. Iron Giant, though. There we go.
I like that pick. Yeah, we just recently watched it, and it's still fantastic. I just realized that too. Is Vin Diesel really just people only use him for his bravado and his voice. They don't really like let him say words. He just
Who
has
did he play?
He played the giant.
Oh.
Like he has to be Groot. He says 3 words, and then he's the Iron Giant. He just has to.
Well, because we all know that if he
letters
shows up,
together.
we can't hire him for his physical attributes because he's going to show up to set fat as fuck and not know his lines. So we can't trust him on that.
That man is
Allegedly.
ripped. I don't know what you mean fat. Oh my gosh.
That's what you call it. That's the rumor on set, and they had to fire the Fast 10 director. Not fire. He dropped
They
out.
didn't fire. He walked away.
He walked away. I corrected myself. He walked away after
Sorry.
Vin Diesel. But Hayden, you are being shocking at every turn. What is next? Please go nostalgia.
Next is a movie that's really near and dear to my heart. I remember watching it as a kid, like hundreds of times. Chicken Run.
Oh my god. Chicken Run, and hold on, while we're on chickens, Chicken Little.
That's
Okay.
a classic.
Fuck me, I guess.
Yeah, what about
I'll give it to you. Sorry, no, I was writing him a list. Sorry, but no, Chicken Little was surprisingly like really good. I don't know what people ranked on that. I don't get it, but no, Chicken Run. Just going into claymation, I'm kind of trying to touch all bases. I've hit 3D, 2D, now claymation. God, you watch the movie and you don't think of chicken pot pie the same way ever again.
The movie honestly like scared the shit out of me as a kid. I don't know.
Oh yeah.
I just like it was like really terrifying. Really terrifying. What's that one movie, Back at the Barnyard? That was
Just Barnyard.
yeah.
Back at the Barnyard was the
that was a show.
TV show.
No, there's a movie up. There was a movie.
No, yeah, it was
about
just called Barnyard.
Yeah,
Oh.
Barnyard was fun. No, I'm not gonna pick that one.
Which, by the way, a fantastic video game. Better than the movie.
For me, I'm gonna go a little bit more nostalgic for me. I think I saw this. I was probably like 7 years old in theaters. I was in California, and with my cousin, who I somewhat still know, but he's way older. Over the Hedge.
That's on my list. We talked about it like weeks ago.
I fucking love that movie. Like, it's such a classic, and just like it's a little terrifying too. Like, it's exciting, it's funny. I don't know. I'd show that to my kids any day if I had kids. Like, nieces, nephews, like you can't get enough of that. That's a great movie. So cool.
That bear was terrifying.
Yeah. The humans were just terrifying too. Like
Oh yeah.
getting over the hedge was like nerve-wracking. It was like, are they gonna do it? What's
Another great time video game.
Yeah. So anyway, Sam, third pick.
Another classic. I watch it every year. All of the month of December. Mickey's Once Upon a Christmas. My favorite Christmas movie.
I thought you could say someone else.
No, I cry so hard. It doesn't take a lot to make me cry, but spoilers. Sorry, but the fact that they both at the end, Mickey and Minnie both sell their most valuables to get the other a present is just so cute and so sweet. And the whole time, Minnie's little cat that she has is there trying to hide the bills that she has due and the past due rent. And I can understand that now as a grown adult. And then Pluto just dragging around, playing with the little kids while Mickey's doing a concert for the kids, the Toys for Tots. It's just a great movie all around. I watch it every year during December, probably every night. I'll have it on the TV before I go to bed. That is just one of my favorite movies of all time.
For anyone that hasn't seen that movie around Christmas or for Christmas or during Christmas,
You have not.
You have not enjoyed Christmas. That is a classic.
You have not seen that movie.
Oh my God, we have this conversation every year. I literally I literally grew up on that film. I've probably seen that movie more than you.
Ha. Ha.
Where are my kisses? Where are my boys? What? Like, come on now.
Cool. And then the next movie that I have, it's a classic to me. I mean, it is a classic, but I used to go to my grandparents' house every summer since I was 2 to 13 years old. Every summer I'd go to Arizona and I'd stay with my cousins and my family, but I'd stay at my grandparents' house, and me and my grandma would always watch Fox and the Hound. Well, she would crochet and do her little arts and crafts in her arts and crafts. Huh?
Is that your pick?
Yep.
Okay.
My next pick. She had a little arts and crafts room, and that she would just turn on the TV and she would have Grease, The Fox and the Hound, and then a few other movies on VHS. And I would watch The Fox and the Hound and Grease over and over and over again. So Fox and the Hound is number 4 for me.
It was a great pick. Only seen it once though. But for me, I'm not sure if you guys have seen this, or actually I'm almost positive you guys have seen it, but if you guys like it or not. But I fucking love this movie. I think I watched it like back to back, like over and over, whenever it came out a few years ago, and that is Teen Titans Go to the movies.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Not on my list. I didn't even think of it.
Watch the show. That's a great
I remember
that's a fantastic show too.
Yeah.
I remember going to go see that movie. I don't even know why. I think it was just to kill time. I had like no desire to watch it, and then actually like laughing my ass off in the theater.
Bro, my favorite part.
Legitimately funny.
My favorite part is whenever Batman holds Robin up like the Lion King mock, and all the superheroes are like, "No, fuck you!" And Batman just like, "It's just a baby."
Well, let's talk about the payback when they like changed the timelines of all the heroes and they have to change them back, and they shove Bruce Wayne's parents into the house. They just get caught and they just run off and they're like, all right, bye.
Oh my God, I want to watch that movie right now. It's so funny. Like genuinely one of the funniest animation films I've ever seen. Like kids animation film I've ever seen in my life. Like there's adult animation films, obviously like Sausage Party and all that are like funny, but this is like hilarious. Like you don't have to be a kid to enjoy this. You just have to love movies. But yeah, I love that movie. Hayden, your penultimate pick?
There's only 4.
Yeah. penultimate means the one before your last.
I don't know what that.
I didn't know what it meant either. Thank you for clarifying.
Oh.
Anyway,
Y'all Knight Riders.
this one again close to home, not as popular as on like the higher ranking list, but I think it's underrated. Robots.
Oh, great choice.
Some picture you have of me in your phone, somebody has it.
Oh my god.
Upgrades, people, upgrades.
Oh man. The dominoes scene always like sticks with me. That is a classic moment in like all of animation. That was a good
Aunt Fanny, she got a fat ass.
Yeah.
That's the whole joke.
Wow. That was a great pick. Wow. I want to watch that now. I used to watch that all the time.
Especially now that Obi-Wan's out and going.
Yeah. Oh shit, we need to watch that.
That's tomorrow, or that's Thursdays. Today's Tuesday.
Tuesday? Oh, it comes out tonight. Tomorrow. Anyways, Justin, where are you going with it? Another superhero film? You got
You actually already brought mine up, and I was scared Hayden was going to take it. But you said any animated film, right? Like,
Ooh.
right? You said any animated film, right?
Yeah, any animated film. As long as it's
Okay. I was about to say, because you already touched on mine, and that's Sausage Party.
yeah.
I had actually, I shit you not, true story. I literally just bought the 4K last weekend because I realized they didn't have it. And I popped it in and I was like, ooh, this movie lights up all the pixels on the TV. Like it looks real good. And then it was funny too. And I showed it to my girlfriend and she was like, this is some vulgar shit. Why do you like this? I mean, it's funny, but it's vulgar. This isn't what animated movies are. And I was like, it's a new kind of animated film. You got to open your, I was like Doctor Strange to her. I was like, open your eyes, open your mind and shit, you know? And then she kind of dug it and she was like, this is actually kind of funny. And I was like, come to the light of Seth Rogen. You know, I was like, dude's famous for a reason, okay? Like he makes a few dollars because of his jokes. So yeah, Sausage Party. Fun film, great film. And still
For
holds up,
everyone.
still as dirty as ever, man. Ooh, you
That
gotta take
ending-
a shower after you watch it.
I bet you that ending is fantastic in 4K, huh?
It's a
Oh, you have
great family
You
film.
enjoyed it.
you got no idea, man.
A funny story about that. My dad, while we were all still working at that one theater, won't name drop, but I think all of us were still working there, even you, Hayden.
Yeah, no, I was there.
And my dad, my niece is like 4 years. When did this movie come out? 2000.
2016 of August came
Yeah.
out the week after Suicide
My
Squad.
niece is like 4 or 5 years old.
Good palate cleanser.
My dad is trying
Fuck
to like.
off, man.
My dad
Release
is trying
the
to be,
haircut.
my dad is trying to be a good grandpa and take his niece out to go see a nice little movie. He asked the box office, he looks up online and sees Sausage Party says animated. He doesn't look up the trailers or any information. He goes up to the box office person. I want 2 tickets to animation. I think it was Jenna that was there, and she sold him the ticket, but she questioned it and she was like, "Are you sure that's?" He's like, "Yeah, go, yeah. I'll take my niece." My dad passes out in the most vulgar film because my dad is overweight and can't stay awake. So he falls asleep because he always falls asleep. And my niece watches the most abhorrent film at 4 or 5 years old for a kid. She is scarred. That actually explains quite a bit about recent.
Oh no.
I'll have to tell y'all later.
Jesus
But
Christ.
Jacob.
Oh my god. On that note, my next pick is gonna be Batman Under the Red Hood. This was a movie in like my tween era whenever I watched it, just budding into being me. I've always loved superheroes. I've always loved Batman, and like this is like one of the first movies that I saw that was sort of like gritty, even for an animation film. For it had like this darkness to it. I don't know. It intrigued me a lot as a kid, and it's something that stuck with me ever since. Is being, I think, a movie that sort of influenced what I like to watch.
Yeah. DC, man, we've got 3 DC movies on here.
DC
Like
animation movies are great, man.
they've never missed, in my opinion, for animation. Like DC,
Those guys don't miss.
they don't.
They
Batman
don't
the
miss.
Killing Joke. Batman the Killing Joke is questionable.
They kind of miss.
In your opinion,
I think that's the only one that I've seen out of all the ones that you guys are talking about.
The first half of that one misses.
in your opinion, it's a miss.
Correct.
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and I think I'm gonna lay down the sledgehammer for my last movie.
Oh God.
Frozen.
Megamind.
Wait, are we capping?
Oh shit!
Wait.
Megamind.
Are we
Megamind.
capping at
Oh,
5?
I didn't hear it. Megamind.
Yeah, we have a top 5 unless you guys want to do more.
I was about to say, are we not doing a
Nah.
top 10? Because I have a 10.
No,
No.
I feel like 5
Yeah, that'll be
makes it
too
hard.
many, especially to pick from at the end.
Yeah.
All right then.
All right,
But you
Jeff.
did say Megamind?
Megamind.
Megamind,
Just
yeah.
explain your pick. What's
Oh
on your
my
mind?
god, dude. Megamind is one of the funniest animated films I've ever seen. It is hilarious. It's the
with
one movie where
No
like
bitches?
it's the one movie where Will Ferrell was actually funny to me. It was great.
I'm
Well,
sorry. I'm
Not
sorry.
that funny to me.
I'm sorry. We're about to have to go through an entire like filmography.
Michael, what was the first movie you thought of?
Wait, what?
What was the first movie you thought of when you said Will Ferrell wasn't funny?
Oh, Step Brothers. Easily.
Other
Okay,
guys.
not counting Step
Step
Brothers
Brothers,
or
Talladega
the
Nights.
yeah, not doing
I thought of the other guys.
Alligator
immediately.
Nights.
The other guys, like,
To be fair, I
Bro.
haven't seen the other guys.
Wait, you said not funny Will Ferrell movie or funny Will Ferrell
from
movie?
2003 to 2011, like Will Ferrell was on top of the world. Like old school, bro. That's a legendary Will Ferrell performance.
But then he did Semi-Pro, and then lost all
funny
faith
as
in humanity.
fuck.
There's no, in my opinion,
Okay.
there's nothing funny about Semi-Pro.
Hey, Semi-Pro
Semi-Pro.
is funny enough to where that man cameos as that character quite often. It's pretty.
That just shows you that America doesn't know real comedy, in my opinion. I have to preface every single opinion with mine of my opinion, just so
You really do.
I don't.
Semi-Pro is fantastic.
In your opinion,
Sure, yeah.
you didn't preface that, so I just had to lay the groundwork for it.
But Megamind, back to it.
Megamind. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's just I watched that movie probably like 100 times as a kid. It's I don't know, just another movie that stuck with me. I feel like with animation, it's been sort of like what movies stuck with me as a kid. And Megamind it's legendary. It's a classic.
Oh yeah, man. All right, Justin. The
We're
final
really, we're really capping this at 5. Okay.
final pick. What you going with?
Do your top 5 not stay the same if we do 5 instead of 10?
I mean, my 6th one is a killer though, but my 5th one is a killer as well.
Just do your 6th. If you like
A lot
the
of great
order.
animated movies out there.
We'll do honorable mention.
All right, then I love the 6th movie on my list, but I'm gonna go with the 5th as the final cap. That's the Simpsons movie. I see that's comedy. Okay, the Simpsons movie is better than Semi-Pro in my opinion, because the Simpsons understands the word comedy, unlike Semi-Pro, which had Jackie Moon saying "Call me sexy" with a
Dude,
basketball on his balls.
you like for once like comment on what you're talking about rather than giving digs at other
I'm
people.
sorry. I'm trying to become a better person. I'm going to
Stay
therapy
on
for it.
task for
I'm
once.
sorry.
The Simpsons movie.
I had posters of the Simpsons movie that I would print out on a printer and hang up on my walls, especially the one where Bart Simpson flies up naked up on the door or up on the window and he has a French fry in his hand and he goes, "That's a penis." It was the first time I ever heard the word penis in my life. Couldn't even tell you what it was at that time. I was just like, is that what you call a dick? That's how naive I was. Movie came out in 2007 of August. So I was 9 years old, still didn't know what a penis was at 9 years old. So if anything, the Simpsons movie
That-
was my sex education class. True story, not a joke.
It's a little sus.
It's very sad. Feel bad for me.
Sure,
I didn't have a
Luke.
great childhood.
That's
But
not how that works.
yeah,
Did you never
Yeah.
look down?
well, there wasn't much to show for, so I was just like, I don't know what's here. I don't know. Is that what it is? I think I was
guess the
gonna watch
world
Born
knows
at 9
now.
years old. No, but the Simpsons movie is fantastic. It's funny, and
At 9 years old, you didn't know what a penis was.
nope.
And what happened?
All
in
right,
18?
Hayden, number 3.
Hayden.
What's your last pick?
Hayden, what's your final pick?
All right.
Hayden, did you know what a penis was at 9 years old?
Anyway,
So that's a no. I have an ally with me.
Justin, you can have in this first. Of course, that was gonna be the first pick.
It's a
I
great
could-
movie. We can agree.
But in that same field,
So
I
you said Michael
get
Mann.
the next one. Mitchell's versus the Machines.
A little too recent. I don't know. A little too recent. I like it though. That's a good one.
Wait,
like-
Hayden, what was your last pick?
Mitchell's versus the Machines.
No, before that.
Robots.
Robots.
Oh, there it is. Okay, I have it on my list.
I had to get something more recent in there, so
I like it. I think I want to go way back. Actually, Hayden, explain. Out of your final pick, you had to choose between everything else that was left, which is Shrek, Despicable Me, On the Line, Mitchell's versus the Machines.
it was a tough pick, but honestly, I don't know. It just got a certain je ne sais quoi, if you will. It's just got that magic. I watch it and it's one of those films you watch, you're like, that's gonna stand the test of time
Yeah.
for me personally.
Oh, it
I
should.
honestly thought it was I thought it was really funny. I didn't expect
Oh yeah,
it
it's hilarious.
to be that funny, and all their dad jokes and their quippy editing. I really enjoyed it.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Furbies.
God, I'm really struggling over this final one. I can't wait to hear y'all's honorable mentions because this one is.
It was a tough list.
The final pick. Okay, I'm gonna do it because I know we've all seen it. The other one I know we've all seen, but I think that one reigns too true to my family, not for you guys voting. For my fifth and final pick, I'll be going with one of the best comedians ever out there and one of the best movies and animation films ever made. I think that animation style was pretty groundbreaking at the time. But let's go with Kung Fu Panda. Let's fucking do this. Let's fucking do this. Let's fucking go. Kung Fu Panda, baby. Jack Black. That was a classic film.
The Whooshy Finger Hold.
Wait, what was your fourth one, Michael?
Teen Titans, go to the movies.
Okay. Yeah.
All right, Sam, fifth and final pick. Where are we at?
This one isn't too crazy. I have two that I'm really kind of stuck on for my last pick, but this other one is the one I'm picking is nostalgia for me. Michael, you're a big nostalgic person. You love nostalgia. This movie, I don't know. I've watched it a lot recently. I probably wouldn't have picked it if I haven't been watching it, but I just really like this movie. It's really cute. All my movies are kids movies. They're good for the soul. They're just simple and nice movies that you can have on. I'm gonna choose Monsters University for my final choice because Monsters Inc. was the first movie that I saw as a child ever. My parents took me to it. They had to take me out of it because me and JJ were in there screaming because it was too scary with the monsters. When I first saw Monsters University, I hated it. I was so mad because at the end of Monsters Inc., he has the last piece for Boo's door, and then they open it, and I think she goes, Kitty, and then that's the end of it. So I was like, oh, great. They're making a Monsters Inc. part 2. It's got to be a continuation. We're going to see Boo again. No, it wasn't. It was Monsters University where you got to see them before they got their jobs. But as a college student who is really going through it, watching Monsters University, I was just like, I wish that was my college. That was so cute and it was just so fun. And I just love seeing, I still will forever say it was the greatest plot twist ever. Randall and Mike Wazowski being roommates.
Oh my God, they were roommates.
Oh my God, they were roommates.
That
But
was awesome.
I love that movie, and it was a lot better than I thought it was gonna be because I was just so angry at it for not being what I wanted it to be.
That's dope. That's dope. Awesome. Monsters University. Okay,
Mhm.
guys, that wraps it up. That was a pretty quick draft. How do y'all feel? How do you feel?
I've got a lot more honorable mentions.
I feel pretty good about my list.
Feel pretty
Yeah.
good?
Yeah.
I got
If
most
I
of what I
was
wanted.
stuck on an island with 5 movies that were animated, I would be satisfied for the rest of my life with these 5 movies.
Yeah, this was a little bit a little bit too broad. I think if we ever did another draft, I'd definitely narrow it down to make it a little bit more tougher on us. But this was a good little intro to how these drafts will work. I had a fun time. Hopefully you guys did too, because this is exciting. Any steals? Anybody steal somebody's pick that you were like, fuck, besides Spider-Verse?
Jacob stole Brother Bear.
Got
Yeah.
a 2-8 for me.
Mike, you technically didn't steal it, but I was like neck and neck with whether or not I went to do Kung Fu Panda. I feel bad. I wish I did it.
Did anybody get their perfect top 5? What they wrote down is what they drafted.
I switched mine around while we were talking. I was like, oh, this is a better movie. I like this one better. I didn't think I'd get Soul for number 1. I thought somebody else would choose that one for sure. So I'm glad I got that one.
Yeah, no, I wasn't thinking recency for me. It was on my list, but it was definitely honorable mention because I'm like, that one's really good. Awesome. All right, guys, let's take a little switch up. All right, I'm going to send you guys the link to vote. And while we vote, we're going to talk about a few things. But before we do, let's go ahead and take a break. All right. All right, welcome back, guys. So we've completed our draft. But before we get to the results of the vote and we actually get to voting, I want you guys to go ahead and talk about your top 3 honorable mentions. What would have been in your list had somebody taken any of yours in your current list? Go ahead, Sam.
Brother Bear is not I mean, it's an honorable mention, but I'm not going to put that in the 3 that I'm going to put. I'm still really upset that Jacob got that one. I honestly didn't think any of y'all would have seen it because I kind of had some older movies that I don't think y'all would be interested in. But I just recently watched Fantastic Fox, Mr. Fantastic Fox, whatever that was. That one was really good. That was really cute. I like that one a lot. But
Said anything but the actual name. Fantastic Fox, Mr. Fantastic Fox.
Mr. Fox.
Fantastic
Four
Four
Fox.
Fox.
I beat you to it.
Fantastic Mr. Fox.
There you go. Fantastic Mr. Fox. I had just seen it like a week or 2 ago for the first time ever. So that was really cute. I'm really surprised no one had this on their list because I know we've all talked about it before. I don't know about Justin, but I know us other 4 have talked about this before, and I thought somebody would have it. So I didn't want to put it in my top 5, but I might if I could do it again, I might have changed it and had it in there. Shark Tales.
I thought about it.
That was in my top 5, and I replaced it with Kung Fu Panda. That was what I was deciding between. I was like Shark Tale or Kung Fu Panda.
Yeah, I'm surprised nobody had that. I watched it a lot as a child, but y'all had better stories, so I wanted to save it for one of y'all. But that's a great movie. Love that movie.
Martin Scorsese at his best, huh, Jacob?
Oh
I'm going through a
greatest cameo of all
Will
time.
Smith deep dive now after watching that David Letterman show. So
I think I didn't pick it
watch
just
that
because
again.
Will Smith is in hot water right now. You
I
know?
just didn't want to talk about the movie because I didn't want to get slapped. So I figured we best not talk about it.
I
Yeah,
mean,
fish
if
is
you
the
got
name,
bad
like-
things to
Well, you
say
don't know
about
what
it,
a
keep
penis
it to
is,
yourself.
so-
But this is a great movie.
You don't know what a penis is, so no one needs to slap you. You just need to go figure that out.
It's
Crazy.
a type of
I was
saying.
9 years old. What 9-year-old knows what that is?
Jackson is 7 and knows what that is. He knew what it is a long time ago. It's a part of his body. That's something that you should have known way before
Justin,
you
it's
were
what
9
happens
years
Different
whenever you look
strokes for
down.
different folks, okay? Everyone's raised differently. I was raised.
You went a decade without knowing
And
what your
any
relative
other
is.
honorable mentions, Sam?
And then I'm a little bit sad because I guess I am in a group chat with boys, but nobody said any princess movies. I definitely would have this movie in my top 5 if I wasn't in a chat with a bunch of boys, but I decided to leave it out because I could put something else in there. But Beauty and the Beast was a movie that I grew up with, that I loved, that I used to always be Belle because I was brown hair, brown eyes growing up, so I would always dress up as her. But yeah, Beauty and the Beast. Y'all didn't have any princess movies. Shame on y'all.
It's
But-
crazy. I mean, if you exclude Sam, who has all Disney, um, minus my 2, you guys, none of you guys picked Disney. I mean, Jacob, I understand you have this vendetta against Disney, but Justin and Hayden, that was actually shocking to see 0 Disney films from you guys.
I
They
really
were
expected Encanto from you, and Encanto from Hayden.
there were some in my longer lists of
Your
just kind of like
25 list.
in my 25, and one of them I'll mention, but yeah, I kind of had to make it a bit well rounded. I felt like Disney was a bit too cliche.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with cliche if they're classic.
Fair enough.
They're classic, but there's just so many. But the one that I thought one of you guys would pick was The Incredibles, so I didn't even have it on my list.
That was on the list.
Yeah. I just wanted to knock out Ratatouille and Wreck-It Ralph because I'm like, those are just 2 of my favorites. I could watch those anytime. So I had to have those. But that was interesting. Justin, no Disney, or are you a Disney hater?
No, I'm not a Disney hater. I just don't think they're the best animation group out there. I think that they make great animated films, but I think compared to what other studios are doing that are outside that realm, I think they're better. Those other studios like Sony Pictures Animation is obviously killing it. I think DreamWorks makes better films.
I
To
thought
be
DreamWorks
honest,
doesn't exist anymore.
does DreamWorks not exist anymore?
Not really. Steven Spielberg is Amblin now. And Kathleen Kennedy left for Lucasfilm, so it's kind of broken up.
It's sad because DreamWorks would make.
DreamWorks' last great movie was How to Train Your Dragon 3.
Was it really?
Yeah, I don't think they've done anything since.
Wow.
We'd have to look
Well,
it up, but
there's that right there.
They had
Rest in
Shrek.
peace to Giant.
But I not to diss Disney. I mean, I'm still gonna go see all their products. I'm still gonna go see all their stuff. I just, in the grand scheme of things, I think they're like the only kid out on the block, and other people need recognition because it's just like, fuck, dude, you're a monopoly. There are other people who make great animated films other than you, but not putting you down. Keep doing your thing.
yeah. Actually, I just looked it up. DreamWorks' last movie was Stillwater with Matt Damon.
Oh wow. Oh yeah, I
Ah.
remember we had that conversation actually.
That was interesting.
I
DreamWorks,
think that's where I learned that Spielberg founded DreamWorks.
DreamWorks also part of Transformers 1 and 2. Let's go. I'll never forget the whatchamacallit, the fishing rod drop into the thing, and then you hear the water and you hear the transformer noise. Like, I fucking love it. Let's watch Transformers, okay?
Okay.
Bro, Hayden, I'm so shocked you didn't have that in there. Transformers the movie.
What do you think one of my first honorable mentions is?
That's why not in your list?
I didn't pick it just because I knew it wouldn't be. It really is just if we're going for winners, it really just caters to you because none of the other 3 have seen it.
You would have had my vote though.
I know I would.
I know, I did the same thing. I was like, I want to have it in, but I'm like, it's only gonna get Hayden's vote, so it is what it is.
Yeah.
Interesting. For me, I guess I need to get to my honorable mentions. was Transformers the movie, Shark Tale, which Sam already mentioned, and then another one kind of more recently that I really enjoyed was Isle of Dogs. I think that Wes Anderson is best at stop motion. And his stop motion movies are honestly some of my favorite movies from him. I don't think he's missed with a movie, but his stop motion movies are fantastic. Hence Fantastic Mr. Fox. But Isle of Dogs, I think me and Justin saw that in Austin at an Alamo Draft House. Justin didn't enjoy it so much. He may have liked it. I don't know. Let's not get into that argument. But I really enjoyed it. So I think I've seen it like 3 or 4 times since. But that was another one. But I thought that one was a little bit too serious. I know Sam hadn't seen it. I don't know if you've seen it, Hayden. And I don't know if you've seen it, Jake. But if you haven't, please check it out. It's funny. It's more adult. It's definitely got a good message. And it's fantastic. It's good stop motion. But those are my 3 honorable mentions. Hayden?
Yeah, so again, Transformers the movie is in there, but really that one's going a bit too on the nose for personal. My one big Disney one that I left out was Aladdin. That's one of my favorites. That's a classic right there. And then my
live action or the
animated one. I haven't seen the live action one actually.
I'm not a fan.
And then the third one was a Coraline. Great stop motion.
There we go.
Creepy.
There's some faux Tim Burton. Or is that directly Tim Burton? No. Okay. Yeah. Justin, quickly, honorable mentions.
Why do I gotta go quickly? I'm
Quickly
offended
for
now.
you, quickly for you means like 2 minutes rather than 10 minutes. So
I'm triggered.
Hour speed.
A Christmas Carol from Robert Zemeckis. That was my first 3D film. Truth be told, I did not see Avatar in 3D in theaters. Christmas Carol was my first. True story, no lie. I don't remember how I saw Avatar, but I just remember it was not in 3D. Hold that to my grave. So Christmas Carol was that for me. Love
James?
it. Exactly. Don't take away my 3D TV, James. I love you. Can't wait for Avatar 2. And then second up is The Incredibles, because superhero movies are all the rage, and that was the best superhero movie that's ever been done prior to Marvel Cinematic Universe and prior to the DCEU. And then third for me is Finding Nemo, because it's just cute. It's a cute film. Like, there's nothing more to say about it other than it's cute. You could put it on to anybody and they're going to fall in love with it. You have yet to meet anybody in your life. I challenge the 4 of you. Find somebody in your life who doesn't like Finding Nemo, who goes, man, they really dropped the ball on that one. Those people don't exist.
I still love your Simpsons movie pick. I think that's my favorite out of all your picks. I mean, I know Spider-Verse is on there, but Simpsons movie is like, that was a great pick. Your honorable mentions are good too. Jacob?
Yeah. My honorable mentions, Kung Fu Panda, definitely number 1. I mean, dude, it's so funny, man. Jack Black is hilarious.
Yeah.
He's funny, dude. But then also Tarzan 2, and then probably Lilo and Stitch with my honorable mentions.
There it is.
I had that in my
Lilo
top
and
5.
Stitch is a classic. It's a
Classic.
masterpiece.
Wow. I'm shocked you didn't pick that, Sam. Holy shit.
You know, I really wanted to, just because the Elvis movie's coming out, but I still like my top 5. I could have done like a top 25 myself. Y'all could have picked, we could have gone through 100 movies and I would still have 25 movies to pull from.
Yeah.
But yeah, I wanted it to be, but the other ones just meant a little bit more to me.
There's still so many movies, that we could choose from that were like, fuck, I wanted to pick that. I should have picked that. Or
so many great animation movies out
there,
there.
That's why the next draft, if we ever do one, it'll be a little bit more narrow to make it a little bit tougher on us. But this is a good little practice round. So I enjoyed it. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into the vote. So you guys got the text. All you need to do is pick the name that is not yours that you love the most. Let's go ahead and give you guys a few minutes to look at the list. I'm going to go ahead and repeat everybody's list. For Jacob, he had number 1, How to Train Your Dragon. Number 2, Scooby-Doo Zombie Island. Number 3, Brother Bear. Number 4, Batman Under the Red Hood. Number 5, Megamind. For Justin, he had Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, the Lego Batman movie, The Iron Giant, Sausage Party, and The Simpsons movie. For Hayden, he had Shrek 2, SpongeBob SquarePants the movie, Chicken Run, Robots, Mitchell's versus the Machines. For myself, I had Ratatouille, Wreck-It Ralph, Over the Hedge, Teen Titans Go to the Movies, Kung Fu Panda. For Samantha, she had Soul, The Good Dinosaur, Mickey's Once Upon a Christmas, Fox and the Hound, and Monsters University. So for the audience out there, if you guys are writing it down or not, but those are our top 5s from our draft. Hopefully you guys do your own little draft for yourself. But for the current members a part of this, go ahead and place your votes. You get 1 minute to think about it.
I already voted.
Let me know when everyone's done.
Are you sure I can't vote for myself?
You cannot vote for yourself.
I have the
Please.
best list though.
Please, let's have integrity.
Integrity. My list is the best.
In your opinion.
No, it is the best.
Let me know when everyone's done.
Done.
It doesn't show me everybody's votes.
Do, 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 do.
Did everybody vote?
Did everybody vote?
Got
Okay.
5 votes in there.
All right.
Looks like everybody voted.
All righty. And the results. I don't know.
Hey,
if you-
Michael, I voted.
I don't know if you guys can see the results, but let's go ahead. 2 people did not get a vote. Tied for second was Justin and Hayden. And then in first place is yours truly. Let's go, motherfuckers! Let's
Voted
fucking
for himself.
go!
It's always rigged.
Yeah. I think that
He
too.
put
Jacob.
he put Ratatouille.
Notice
Oh,
how the
you
person who
Ratatouille.
notice how the person who
Exactly.
made the poll also won the poll. I'm just saying.
Ratatouille, Teen
As
Titans,
Justin is
Kung Fu
talking shit,
Panda.
he'll be shocked to hear that I voted for him. I fucking love your list.
I voted for
would-
Hayden. So that means.
Thank you.
So
Yeah,
Yeah,
means
how does
Hayden-
that math work out? So Jacob votes for Hayden. You
so
vote
Justin,
for me.
who did you vote for?
I voted for Michael.
Oh my
Hayden
god.
I voted
there
for
you go.
Michael.
God damn it, guys.
Sam
come
voted
on.
for Mike. That's how math works, Justin. So Jacob and Sam, unfortunately, next time do better.
Justin, you're a dick writer.
Okay. I know that y'all hate popularity, so next time I'll choose the not popular movies. I just like the mouse. I can't mess with
Sorry
the
that
mouse.
y'all can't understand
He's a rat.
my taste.
Wow. Let's go ahead and read off the.
I
I
would have voted
guess.
for you only because of Brother Bear, but I haven't seen Scooby-Doo or Batman. So I was like, I haven't seen half your list. I can't vote for that.
All right, let's go down the list. Jacob, tell me why you voted for who you voted for.
I voted for Hayden because I think that he had the funniest picks, to be honest
Thank
with you. Most
Is that it?
enjoyable in my terms, pretty much.
He,
Yeah.
he started off fantastic with the first 2. I'm like, I might have to vote for this motherfucker just because he's being different. Just 'cause. He pulls out Shrek 2 and SpongeBob. I'm like, what the fuck? Is that the other reason? Just because it's funny? It's a funny list. Justin, why'd you vote for who you
Okay,
voted? Justin,
Just
Yes.
fucking died.
what? why'd
Sorry, I
you-
didn't know you were talking.
He got
to me.
cursed by Vecna.
Uh-oh.
Hey, us 4 get the reference.
Justin doesn't.
Justin, why'd you vote for who you voted for?
I voted for you because I liked one of your picks, which was Teen Titans Go to the Movies. So that decided my vote based off your one pick. If you didn't have that, my actual real vote would have gone to Hayden,
Fuck
because he had Mitchell's versus the Machines. And then yeah.
Wait, so you're telling me that my one movie won it all?
Yes, because I like that movie more than Mitchell's versus the Machines.
So he only likes Mitchell's versus the Machines. And
But
Teen
like,
Titans.
as a
Yeah,
whole-
that's what I was thinking, Jacob. He's only picking one movie, not the list and the totality.
as a whole, you could
Justin
care
doesn't like
less.
movies.
Because I didn't like
I guess you could say he tolerates the movies.
Are you
I-
saying that you hate? Are you saying that you tolerated every other movie on everyone else's list?
Yeah, but there was one movie in each person's list that I like a lot, but which one shined biggest when all was said and done? And for me, that was Teen Titans Go to the Movies. You know, like with Sam's, out of
Pick a
her
DC
picks,
movie.
out of Sam's picks, I would choose Monsters University. Out of Jacob's, I would choose How to Train Your Dragon. But
I guess that's a good strategy.
that's how I wind them down,
Hate it. Why did you choose vote for who you voted for?
Michael, why'd you pick me? I kind of just looked at it as a whole of like, okay, these are only five. These are like the only 5 movies I can watch. Like, what ones like universally like would I be okay with watching, and like I know I will like just from like nostalgia purposes. And so all of yours kind of like check those boxes. With Justin, like Iron Giant, Sausage Party, like those are two like they're good, but like they're not my personal picks. Jacob, the only reason I really didn't get yours because I haven't seen Scooby Doo in a long time, and then I have not seen Batman Under the Red Hood, so that one got crossed off. And then Sam,
Just too.
a bit too Disney.
No classics when you see them.
And full transparency, I have not seen Mickey's Once Upon a Christmas.
I know. I tried to get y'all all to
Neither
watch
will I.
it, and y'all won't.
So that's another like I had not seen, and so
For me, I voted for Justin. Honestly, like I looked at his list and I'm like, if he didn't draft those movies, I probably would have drafted. The only movie I would have replaced is Lego Batman with Teen Titans Go, because I just like Teen Titans more, but they're both really good movies. And I'm just like, you can't go wrong with Spider-Verse. That's arguably the greatest animation film ever made. Lego Batman is just hilarious. Iron Giant is a good story. Sausage Party, hilarious. Simpsons movie, hilarious. Like I with 3 out of the 5 movies, I can genuinely laugh my fucking ass off, like, and have a great time. Intoxicated, sober, whatever you want. You can just enjoy those movies. They're funny as fuck. And then the other 2 movies are just amazing stories. So yeah, that's a great list, Justin. Hell of a list.
Put a lot of time and effort into that
With
one.
Jacob, I think I'm on the same path with Hayden. I hadn't seen 2 of your 3 movies. I mean 5 movies, Scooby-Doo and Batman. Hadn't seen them, but I'd heard great things. For Hayden, I think for me, you started off strong, and then it was Chicken Run and Mitchell's versus the Machines that killed it for me. Robots, SpongeBob, and Shrek, you really hit a chord. You really struck a chord, man. With those 3, I'm like, fuck, those. I can't tell you how many times I've seen those fucking movies. And then Sam, it's just too much Disney for me. Too much. Like, I love all those movies, but Soul is probably the one that'll actually like challenge me. The rest of them, I can't guarantee I wouldn't hop on my phone. If I watched maybe Monsters University and Soul are the 2 that I'd be like super entertained. The other 3 are like, okay, hell yeah. But that was my thought process. Sam,
Crazy.
your voting process.
I also voted for you, Michael, because I like children movies, and yours seemed the most childish to me. Yeah, those were movies that I could be cool stuck on an island with those. For whatever reason, the PlayStation only plays those. Got to knock it around a few times. I'd be fine with that. Hayden, yours was just too quirky for me. Your list is too quirky. Great movies, besides for Shrek 2. Not a fan of the hype around Shrek, but
Yeah.
cool.
Oh,
Jacob,
man.
I hadn't
my
seen the
God.
2. Justin, those are too vulgar, not kiddie enough for me. So yeah, you had the childish ones that I could pick from, the ones
Awesome.
that I related to the most.
I only had one vulgar pick in there.
I've never seen anything The Simpsons. I assume that was vulgar.
Simpsons is
If
pretty
you were
vulgar.
talking about penis on a window, that's
They
pretty
lit-
vulgar.
they
to me.
literally show Bart's penis. Like,
But it's covered up by a French fry.
Lego I know all
oh,
the Batman movies are all
It's
I
literally
think-
covered up by a French
all the
fry. And then
Lego
the kid
movies
goes,
No.
are all
"Penis."
pretty
you
whack.
don't remember. It's covered up by a French fry, and then he like rides through a bush, and then they actually show it.
Oh yeah, because there's a cutout in the bush.
Yeah.
But it's a yellow penis. I mean, come on, guys.
I haven't watched any of The Simpsons. I wasn't allowed to
no, I
watch
wasn't
any of
making it.
that.
I can't. I'll make
Come
it.
to the Keller household. We're very liberal.
I knew everybody
Oh,
would
yeah.
choose Spider-Man, so I was against the popular vote. I didn't want to choose for the popular. I thought y'all would all choose Spider-Man, so I was like, you know what? I'll choose someone different.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, this is fun. We'll definitely have to talk more about if you guys want to do this again. Love to have you two back on for other podcasts. Hopefully we'll figure some stuff out. But the next draft hopefully will be very soon because I had a lot of fun. I don't know about you guys, but this was actually kind of fun, and I'm going to try to figure out a way to make it a little bit more challenging because this was a little bit too easy.
Giving
But
a more limited genre,
yeah, like
maybe a time frame for the movies.
if we did like a movie year,
Disney only.
if you did, that'd be fucking tough. Actually, probably not, but if you did like a movie year and then you had to go down the list, it's stuff like that. But without further ado, let's wrap it up. Before we do, as always, Justin and Jacob know we like to talk about what we've been watching. So as you two as the newcomers, tell us, Sam or Hayden, I don't care who starts, what you've been watching lately. What's on your mind?
Great,
Sam,
I'll
you
go
wanna go
first.
first? Okay, great.
I started Stranger Things. I hadn't watched any of it ever before, and I've watched it almost all in a week. It's good. I'll give it that. I still don't get why it's the best thing ever, but it's really good. And I'm actually really getting into season 4 because I like the gore. But Stranger Things, Toy Story, I watched a lot of animated recently because Michael let me know ahead of time that we were doing the animated. And then there was something else that I wanted to say, but I completely blanked. Hayden, you can go. Oh, all the new movies. There's been a lot of new movies and they've all been really good. And I know you guys have done podcasts on them, but Jurassic World, Top Gun, about to go see Lightyear when it comes out. I'm excited.
Did you like Jurassic World Dominion?
I loved it. That makes
There
me
are good
upset,
people on this
Justin. That's
planet.
the only movie that I've ever written a review for on Letterboxd.
I restored my faith in humanity today. There are good
Wait a
people in
second.
this world.
Sam, did you enjoy the locust part?
It was a part of the movie.
You tolerated it. It was
It's-
tolerable, was it not?
Did you enjoy it?
I liked it. Y'all are talking about you don't
You
understand
liked the
it.
movie.
Yes,
Oh,
they explained it. They know how to. They're big old
How about that?
dino crickets.
How about
How
that?
could
Hey,
you not
Jacob,
like them?
Jacob, we found someone that likes the movie.
That's
Doesn't
crazy.
tolerate it. She likes the movie.
I never thought we'd see today.
It was cool. I like the dinos. It's the only movie I've written a review for on Letterboxd. I kept it sweet, kept it short, kept it simple, but I wrote a review for Jurassic Park and Jurassic World, and I'm surprised none of y'all screenshotted or said anything about it. But if you want to know my thoughts, then you could go read the review.
Hayden, what you been watching?
Recently, I'm rewatching What We Do in the Shadows right now, the TV show, because season 4 is about to come out next month. Really good show. Y'all like Taika Waititi, fantastic show. It's basically like if vampires were in the office. That's my pitch for it. Am I the only one that started Miss Marvel?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think you're the only one that started. Might be the only one that finishes it.
Okay. Right. Started Miss Marvel. I think it's off to a pretty good start. It's got a good style. I just like, and for me, I just really like it's that dynamic that works. It's like kid discovering their powers, trying to balance like their like school life, family life, with juggling superpowers, kind of like a Spider-Man dilemma. But like, I really enjoy that as a plotline. And what else? Oh yeah, I started it last night, but I got tired and went to bed. I started Gremlins again. I really like Gremlins. I was had a hankering to watch it.
Hell yeah.
So I got like 20. But I got like 20 minutes in. I was like, I'm going to go sleep. I'm tired.
I want me and you to kind of pitch The Boys to our fellow friends over here.
Yes,
Because maybe Jacob might be the only one that gets super interested in it.
probably.
Oh, The
I've
Voice.
started it. I've
Dude.
I don't
seen
mind.
parts
Oh,
of it.
I'm binging through season 2 right now, so that way I can watch season 3.
Bro, the first episode of season 3 has the most insane death scene you will ever see in your life. I was screaming at the top of my lungs for like 2 minutes straight.
Yeah, dude.
Because
The
it's
Voice
just-
is fucking tight.
Oh my
I'm
God.
excited. I've been hearing the exact same thing.
Bro, I don't want to spoil it for you, but like I've been like itching to
I've-
talk about it with people because it's like it's so insane, the death scene. Like it's ridiculous. Just the only tease I'll give is rated R Ant-Man. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh yeah. I haven't seen it yet. But I
Like-
remember like right as it premiered, Thanos and Ant-Man were brought back up on TikTok and shit. I'm like, oh, I wonder what that's about.
Yeah, but I've been watching TV a lot lately. It sounds like all of us have been on the TV run. You got The Boys, Obi-Wan, Better Call Saul, Stranger Things for me. But I have been watching a lot of animated films. Fantastic Mr. Fox, Finding Nemo, Toy Story, Finding Dory, Get on the Line, Iron Giant. I've watched a lot of animation. And then a lot of old movies. But yeah, good little run to just kind of knock out some movies and TV shows. Kind of easy, kind of simple. I'm enjoying it. Justin, what else you been watching?
I've been watching 2 films that I like to talk about very quickly. Number one is this film called Watcher with Michael Monroe. I know, Hayden, I see you over there. It's a fun film. It's thrilling. It's exciting, and puts you on the edge of your seat. And right as you're on the edge of your seat, the movie rolls credits, and I was like, "Wait, but
No.
there's nothing else like that."
I
That's
was
it.
satisfied with it.
was like-
I'm about to say because I liked it because I saw our ratings. I liked it more than you did.
Yeah, I know, and I was just like, "Guys, you
I love
had me."
I love the ending.
I was there, hook, line, and sinker. I wanted a little more. Like they end on a face, and I was like,
Thinker, I hardly know her.
yeah, like there needs to be a talk that these 2 people need to have instead of just like, oh, and then credits. So
And then we
I
go
was
watch it
like,
for yourself.
it's okay. It's
I
good.
like.
It's a thrilling film. And then the next one that I want to briefly discuss is called Crimes of the Future.
Oh, I want to go see that movie.
I'm one that saw this as well.
So this film was just not for me in the slightest. This film is for others. This film was not made for me. I do not like this film. I will never watch this film again, but I'm glad there are people like Hayden Moore who appreciate it, loved it, and had a good time. And I envy you because I want to like this movie, but it just did not do anything for me. It did not work in the slightest.
I don't want to speak for Hayden, but I don't think that he loved it.
Yeah,
I didn't say the word loved. If we could roll back the tapes, I said liked.
I don't think that he liked it.
For me, it was fine. I mean, I haven't seen. I don't think I've seen Cronenberg's other stuff. This is like my first experience kind of getting into his stuff. In my letterbox review, I said like it reminded me a lot of Men that came out this year. Of just like a lot was going on, and I go, I get what you're trying to say, but do we have to do it this way?
There are other ways to say what you're trying to say.
My one big positive from the movie that I really enjoyed and would be like really the only thing I would kind of rewatch it for is Kristen Stewart. She is really, really good in the movie.
It's terrible. That's her worst
No.
performance by far.
Justin,
No.
I'm so tired of you doing that, my guy. Goodness.
In my opinion, in
Goodness.
my opinion, that is her worst performance.
Not one
I-
person interrupted you.
I think, and I think other people have mentioned this online, I might be repeating, but she takes like her Twilight style of acting and like makes it.
Yeah.
I
starting.
want to go this weekend now to see it.
I'm starting to come around to it and finally like, okay, I guess I'll go see it. Probably because Justin hates it, so I just want to like it. No, I'm kidding, but I'm starting to come around to it because it is something that's like polarizing to people. That's like either you love it or you hate it. There seems to not really be an in between, except for Hayden. And I kind of,
Hayden's always the exception.
but you know, the Kristen Stewart conversation is actually like starting to blow up for Oscar nominations. So I know it's early, but people are really enjoying her performance. But Jacob,
There's Oscar buzz around Kristen Stewart for this film.
Jacob, what you been watching?
Wait, this is a genuine question. I have to know: is there actual Oscar buzz for K-Stew in this film?
Yes, but it's early, so no one knows if it's gonna last. But people just talk about the Oscars when they see a movie, and they're like, "This is one of the better performances of the year so far."
I mean, we're halfway into the year, so.
Do I think she'll be nominated? Probably not, but there is Oscar talk because there's not much else out, so people are allowed to talk. Jacob,
I don't know.
what you
Claire
been
Dearing really did her stuff there.
yeah.
Oh, yeah. Claire Dearing was amazing. Greatest aunt ever. Been watching I mean, it's been a long time since you and I got back together. But since then I've been catching up on The Boys. Just finished season 1, about to start season 2. Let's see if I can, get past season 2 a little bit better than I can with Better Call Saul. I don't know why I keep procrastinating. I'm sorry. I'm procrastinating till the last second. That's about it with what I've been watching. I know I haven't watched too much since we've last talked on this podcast, but I'm hoping that I can make up for it next time.
When it comes to Better Call Saul, you're saying that you're procrastinating on it. Some would say you're Bryan Cranstoning.
That was almost a joke.
I have more to say.
Oh, that was almost
so-
like cuttable, like fired from the show. Like, what? You want to say America doesn't know real comedy, and then you say some shit like that?
You know what's funny? I thought of saying that joke too, but I was gonna say, oh, you're saying you're procrastinating.
No.
Worse.
But I knew it was but I knew it was gonna be bad, so I didn't say it. I'm really happy Justin did, so you can make fun of him for it.
Use the test.
I was like, I think he's like, Justin, and I'm like, he's not.
And with that note, we'll go ahead and wrap this up. Again, thank you two for being here. A nice little special guest. Hopefully you guys can be on here some other time, hopefully soon. But I had a good time. But thank you guys, and we'll catch you guys on the next one.